Hello friends, Kanju here, this side, and today we are going to discuss NCDs, non-convertible debentures. My brief intro is I am CACS registered valuer and BCom honors from Delhi University. So as we know, every company is having two ways of raising funds. One is equity and another is debt. Debt is considered to be as liability for the company, and there are various forms of debts like loans, debentures, bonds, non external commercial borrowings, etc. So our focus is on non-convertible debentures today. Non-convertible debentures, as the name suggests, non-convertible debentures is one of the form of the debentures which is non-convertible into equity. Means these cannot be converted into equity. Non-convertible debentures can be of two types: secured non-convertible debentures and unsecured non-convertible debentures. Unsecured non-convertible debentures. As the name suggests, secured non-convertible debentures refers to the debentures against which the company has mortgaged its assets, and these are secured against the mortgage assets of the company. And unsecured non-convertible debentures are those debentures against which the company has not pledged any of its assets, and those are not having any underlying security in the case of default by the company. So, what are the benefits of issuing the non-convertible debentures to the company? The company generally issues the non-convertible debentures because the rate of interest carried by non-convertible debentures are lesser than the loans amount raised by the company through banks or other sources of funds for raising the borrowings. So the company prefers to raise funds through non-convertible debentures. Another benefit to the company is non-convertible debentures carries fixed rate of interest against those liabilities, which is very good for the company because the interest paid on such non-convertible debentures is tax deductible and allowed as an expense from the profit before tax for the computation of uh, tax by the company, which makes the cost of capital effective cost of capital uh, less to the company. Another aspect for another benefit for issuing the non-convertible debentures is in the case of rising of interest rates. Once the company has issued the non-convertible debentures, those debentures carries the fixed rate which was fixed at the time of initial issuance of the debentures. So, for example, if the company has issued the non-convertible debentures at the rate of 8.5%, while the GSEC was 5.5%, and after 3 months, the GSEC and bond yields have risen to 6% or 6.5%. The company is still required to pay at the rate of only 8.5%, while to raise some same fund in after 3 months or 6 months, the company has to offer at least 9 or 9.5% to make it at par. So the companies prefer to issue non-convertible debentures when the interest rates are expected to rise in the short-term horizon. Now come to the retail investors. Why do retail investors invest in NCDs? Retail investors invest in NCDs because of the fixed rate of income offered by NCDs to them. Another thing is secured non-convertible debentures are deemed to be secured by the investors, which is a myth. Why it is a myth? Because people think that these are secured, While, as I have already mentioned in the earlier, that security means that the company has mortgaged its assets against those NCDs, and the company has pledged its assets for issuance of those NCDs. And in the event of liquidation of the companies, those NCDs holder are having right to uh, sell those assets and recover their amount from the company. And if there is no asset with the company, or the pledged assets have already been uh, sold or having lower value than the value of the debentures issued by the company, then the retail investors are not going to get anything. But retail investors do not think it as these are non-secured and the company may go into liquidation. This is the basic myth among the investors. They only read the first word secured and do not read the under meaning correct meaning of this word. They do not understand that it is talking about only the mortgageness of the assets by the company, pledging of assets by the company. They do not focus on the real meaning of the word secured. They just read the literal meaning of the secured, and because of the lack of financial literacy, they just applied and consider that these are secured and my money is secured, while the fact is, in the event if there is a default, if there is a fraud by the management in the company, then these debentures may not be able to fetch their value from the company, from the assets of the company, and they may lose the money. Second thing is, retail investors invest in NCDs because of the higher rate of interest offered by those NCDs as when compared to good quality of mutual funds, FDRs, and other fixed deposit carrying investment opportunities. Why NCDs fetch higher rate of interest from the other means of fixed income is NCDs, generally mutual funds also invest in NCDs, but because of the larger AUM they have, they are able to diversify their portfolio and fetch the return. After that, they deduct their expense ratio from those mutual funds for, from that particular portfolio, which diminishes their return by 0.5 basis or uh, something like that. That's why they are having higher yield than the mutual funds generally offer from the same kind of instruments. FDs, as we know, banks are offering lower rate of interest as compared to NCDs. Reason being, banks also lend to the corporates and they also invest in NCDs and other instruments of the corporates, or they grant the loans to the corporates. For managing their banks, they incur a lot of expenses and they deduct those expenses from their shares so that they can make money on the amount of deposits they have accepted from the public. That's why they offer lower rate of interest to the public on their deposits. Same way, PPF, EPF, or other means of investments also offer lower rate of interest as compared to NCDs or something, because they also invest in the same instruments and they invest their amount through AMCs only. So they need to deduct expenses of AMCs as well as their own expenses of employees, etc., apart from making reserves. That's why they also offer lower rate of interest to the investors when we compare it to NCD. Now, why retail investors should not invest in NCDs? There are few risks which should be known by the retail investors, by risks which they should understand before investing, before making any investment decision of investing into entities. First risk is liquidity. Non-convertible debentures are although listed on recognized stock exchanges such that BSE or NSE majorly, but they are having far lower liquidity when we compare it to equity shares or some other tradable securities. The reason is generally NCDs are held by AMCs or PPFs or NPS or something like that, and retail participation and retail sales on daily basis is much lower, and the liquidity available in the market for selling and purchasing of these entities are lower. So in the event when you need the money, it may be the case then the instrument will not fetch you the liquidity on at the same price, and you may have to sell the security at a lower price to get your liquidity. Second thing is mark to market risk or interest rate rising risk. If an investor has chosen an instrument at a rate of 8% while the GSEC or bond yield was trading at 5%, suppose if the bond yield or GSEC yield rises to 6% or 7%, then the market value of NCD will fall to 98 or 97 rupees hypothetically, resulting loss of capital to the investor, and the investor may feel that he is losing the money. Third risk is credit default risk. Generally, as per SEBI guidelines, every corporation is required to obtain the credit rating before issuing of any NCD to the investors. But there are incidences wherein highest secured rating of companies has made default in payment of their dues to the NCD holders for interest as well as in the repayment of principal, which may happen anytime with any company. So if you are investing in direct NCDs of the company, in the event of default by the company or in the event of any fraud conducted by management of the company, you may not be able to recover your amount from the company, and you will be losing the entire capital. So this is called credit default risk or loss of principal. That's why I feel retail investors should avoid to invest in direct NCDs. The fourth point is taxation. As mentioned earlier, that NCDs carry a fixed rate of interest, a fixed coupon rate thereon, due to which the companies pay interest on regularly basis, or the interest is due on such debentures on yearly basis or monthly basis or quarterly basis as per the choice of the investors which has been opted by them. So the people who have income slab higher than 30%, they have to offer their interest income to tax as soon as they get it, or the interest income is accrued to them as per the provisions of other sources of income tax act 1961, which means their reinvestable amount reduces by the 31.2%, because they are supposed to pay 31.2% to the government of India. So if any investor which was not having need of such cash flow for meeting out its expenses has reduced its investable amount by 31.2% by paying taxes to the government. If the person would have opted for other means of investment wherein he was not supposed to pay tax as soon as the income was accrued to him, like any capital asset, then he was not supposed to pay any tax thereon, and he could fetch the return compound CAGR on the amount which was paid or which was reduced by the amount of tax on interest income. Fifth point is diversification. Generally, retail investors invest in NCDs through primary market only because the liquidity available in the secondary market is on lower side, as I have mentioned in my point number 1. So they generally invest in primary markets, and good quality companies do not come up with NCDs on daily basis. So what happens, generally retail investors invest in NCDs with a huge amount, with good corpus amount which they are willing to keep in the form of debt with them in one or two companies NCDs, which is against the principle of diversification. A retail investor or an investor should not keep all his eggs in one basket, which is a well settled principle and which should be followed by all. I hope you get some insight on non convertible debentures and find this information useful to you. Thanks.